Go there and see what is happening. See what the Nigerian military has done. Because it's an Igbo man. But when you touch a Fulani, you will see the group of people, including Tinubu, sending soldiers to go and revenge.
In a big shock at this moment that finally they've been sued to ICC court to appear to come and respond to the allegation or the charge that have been levied against them. What's your take as regards?
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever you're watching us from. Remember, one and the only Biafran evangelist that we always speak the truth. Now listen and listen good. I love what is happening. You see, when people will stand up, they will begin to criticize this woman. I do tell them they should forget about this woman and leave this woman. That God is with these people. Look at what Ngozi Orebeze. She just finished, establishing the embassy. Now, she's now coming up to fight for the Biafrans. You can see what the Biafrans have done now. They have written and they have sued Federal Republic of Nigeria to the International Human Rights Officially, and which the letter dropped. It was not yesterday or day before yesterday that the thing dropped in fact by me, the AGF table. You understand? So they are going to appear this which that is next week. So Nigeria will be appearing in next week. Fagbemi will be appearing to defend Nigeria for the what? As a result of the killing, you can see the flesh killing that the Sidious Musa boys, men, lead to the destabilizing this Igbo Biafran man in the front of his house. Look at the way they disable him. Look at the way they disable and dismantle the young man's life. The way they shattered and they butchered him as if that young man is what? Is a cow. As if it's a cow. And this thing happen on daily basis. Sidious Musa and his men. All this thing is going on. See, I love what I'm still saying it. The Biafrans all over the world, it is the high time you rise up. Enough of this nonsense, enough of intimidation, enough of this humiliation from Nigerian government. Because the Tinubu that are put into power is not doing anything regarding to the insecurity that is going on in Nigeria, regarding the incessant killings of the Biafrans, of the Christians in the whole Nigeria, the southeast. Go there and see what is happening. See what the Nigerian military has done. Because it's an Igbo man. But when you touch a Fulani, you will see the group of people, including Tinubu, sending soldiers to go and revenge. You could remember what happened in Urome, the 16 of the herdsmen, Fulanis. You understand? In Okoma community. See what happened. And Tinubu now send men, soldiers to go and attack, to go and defend them. But see what the same Fulanis with the Nigerian military is doing in Biafra land. See the way. Show them. Look at that picture. Do you see the picture? Show them this picture, please. Show the world this picture. Show the world this picture. Because it's annoying and it's alarming. How can you brutalize a young, vibrant man like this in his own house, front of his house? Look at him as if he is a cow. As if he's an animal. If your own people are animals, Biafra people are not animals. We are human. We are not animals. And in our place, we value life. We value human being, not animal. Animal remains an animal. Human being remains human being. Enough of this marginalization in this country, Nigeria. Enough of intimidation and humiliation in this country, Nigeria. Enough of this nonsense. So it is the high time that the Nigerian government should go and answer to the call, because what they are doing, they have become, in fact, it is no longer tolerable. It is no longer condolable. It is the high time that the Biafrans should rise up and wake up from their slumber and fight for what rightly belongs to them, because Nigerian military and Nigerian government, federal government, have not just a marginalization this time, but the killing is becoming too obvious, and we cannot continue to take it.
But what Ngozi Orebeze is raising alarm for is what the continuous and consistent integrating of say these bandits or this Boko Haram into the Nigerian military, and these people go to the Biafran land to buy the Biafrans. is it not time that Tinubu and Sides Musa, look into this by not, by looking for another means to, cater for this Boko Haram that have been, that have been captured?
Let me tell you the latest slogan now. Panwater. What is the meaning of Panwater? Kill them all. That is the latest slogan, Nigerian slogan now. And that is why you see them. They are accommodating, calling all the Boko Haram, calling all the herdsmen into Nigerian military in the name of the uniform of Nigerian military and take them to East to do what? To kill. Don't you see what happened to this young man? And that has been their mission, to make sure that they kill all the Biafrans. They kill all the Igbo. Let me tell you, in January 1st, there are people from USA that they call them the Zionists. They are Zionists. I told you people in one of the videos last time that they sent a letter to UN. January 1st, 2025. They sent a letter to UN. They sent a letter to EU. They dropped one to America. And they said they should go and try to visit Nigeria. The eastern part of Nigeria, to be precise. Do you know what they tag eastern part of Nigeria? They say it is a blood flowing zone. That's what they call the southeast. They say a blood flowing zone. That they should go and see that place. Because Nigeria did not even know. They say they spend most of their months. They spend almost 6 months here in Nigeria. But especially in Enugu, that is where they stayed. And that is where they stayed and monitor everything that they monitored. And they saw with their eyes that one man said Nnamdi Kanu was crying for is true. What Simon Ekpa is crying for is genuine. What we are saying is pure. The Zionists, they say this. And they wrote this letter. EU have their own copy. UN have their own copy. America, Donald Trump is aware of what I'm saying because the letter was presented to him. And now you can see what is happening now. So Nigeria is now coming up with their slogan, Ekpa Water. Ekpa Water means kill them all. So that is why they have repented Boko Haram, but they don't have repented IPOB. And that is why they have a Gumi moving freely, have Tuji Bello moving freely. That's why they have people like this herdsmen, the armed herdsmen, Mametiala, killing. See, after killing, they move freely. You can never see interrogation. You can never see police disturbing them or arresting them. You can never see them appearing in the court. But you see Nnamdi Kanu suffering for the crime that those people committed. And that is why if you open court today, the only story you will hear in the court is the story of Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. You can never see anything in the court regard to Maitiala, Tuji Bello or Gumi or all these arms herdsmen. You can never see them in the court. You can never see them in the station. You can never see them in the cell. But you will see Nnamdi Kanu. You will see IPOB. Those ones, no repentance there. But you have them in Boko Haram, repented, you put them in the army. What is the mission? The mission, Ekpa Water, or you push them to East. Go and be killing every young youth in East. And they now strategically came up with the idea of come and join military so that they will use it as a platform to bring more youth into Nigerian military and to kill them finish. Now they have seen that the turnout to join the military is low. They now use the Boko Haram, match them into uniform and give them a uniform and decorate them with the Nigerian uniform and then send them a message. And that is why you can witness with me with this video now. That was the assignment, the mission. Go to East. The Bible says, go ye into the world and multiply. But the Nigerian slogan, go ye into the East. The Nigerian military, see, there's Musa, carry those boys. Go ye into the East and Panwato. Kill them all.
Okay, but we've heard previously, Sides Musa in an Al Jazeera interview, when Al Jazeera interviewed him, I think late last year, he said what? he said the military are not at fault of the killings, that they are doing their best, you know, to tame these bandits in Nigeria, these terrorists. And at the same time, he said what the people causing terrorism here in Nigeria are what the NGOs, the foreign NGOs in Nigeria that don't sponsor terrorism. What's your take? What do you think that the military? What do you think will be going to the military and Tinubu's mind?
Who are the NGOs?
Said foreign NGOs.
If you say foreign NGOs, what did you have to do? Any foreign NGO and they have a delegate here, deal with his delegate here. Then you will stop the insecurity. You stop the killing. But whereby you welcome their delegates here, then because you call them foreigners, they are there sponsoring what he said. That means they have elements here. So treat the focus of their element and handle their element. Give their element to which they deserve. Woto means in many things. But in my own angle of woto here, please understand me. Make sure, since they are foreigners, they are a total stranger, you must not allow a stranger to come into your country and destabilize your country. So what you have to do, kill them all. Deal with them. Rough handle them. So that there will be no other elements that will give room for those foreigners. Then if the foreigners want to come officially, we will now know that this is Nigeria versus so and so country. Let them stop deceiving themselves. Let them stop deceiving themselves. Let me tell you, my beloved brother, CDS Musa, Nigeria government, it is the high time. Thank God your name is included in the letter. It is high time you go to foreign human rights and defend the atrocity that you people are so much committed against the Biafrans in Nigeria. Let me tell you this, my brother. If CDS Musa is talking about the NGO, the foreign NGO, is it the foreign NGO? What happened in Ebonyi State? You remember, like three months ago, was it not either 3 or 4 months ago, that what happened in Ebonyi State on a unfaithful day on Sunday like this, that the people are preparing to go to church. S-men went and killed them, which I don't know whether you recall now. Then I want to ask those Nigerian military people that hold gun, who are they? They hold gun and they collected people's phone and seized people's phone. They did not allow people to video what happened. Who performed that act? Is it not Nigerian military? Who give them instruction to act so that the secret will not be revealed on social media and on air? The people will not actually notice. Because if you watch the little one that the video from afar, you will discover that they use a plantain leaves to cover the body. See the way they line up on the floor. Didn't you see it? That is to tell you how wicked Nigerian military could be to the Eastern people. How wicked Nigeria and desperate Nigeria is to prepared to wipe all the Easterners on the surface of the earth so that they can successfully achieve their dream. Yes, Fabemi should go and defend this. Fabemi should go and defend this. CDS Musa, you are seeing the video. CDS Musa, you know what you and your boys have committed in Igbo land. That plantain they are using to cover, who buy them? Then those people that buy those people, where are they? CDS Musa, what is your job?
But you don't think they have proof or they have evidence that they are not the one, the Nigerian military are not the one buying people in the southeast?
Then those videos that is going on and those things that is happening, which country uniform is that? Is it a Biafra uniform or Congo uniform or Nigerian uniform soldiers that carry gun that day with the uniform? Who give them that uniform? Is it not Nigeria with the logo of Nigeria? So who is fooling you? Baba, you have an evidence that you go there and defend it. Yes, you are permitted. Go there and defend it because this thing is becoming too obvious. Killing all the Igbos with the slogan of Ekpa water in Tinubu government. We thought that at least the Fulanis under the Buhari was doing that. They were doing that because Buhari is in power. And if you watch as at that time, they have a little shortcut, seriously. But now it has become too obvious. That means, I quote and unquote, what former military head of state, late Sani Abacha, said. Any incidency or crisis that lasted more than 24 hours, that the government hand is involved. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and on this, I put it to you, you know what you are involved and you know what is happening. Because ever since you have been quiet, because Igbos are the one suffering it mostly, and the Christians in Nigeria. It is time that all this nonsense, that the internal body, external bodies, the international bodies should please, I'm using this opportunity, please look at that letter and do not take it for granted. Nigeria should come and defend it. Yes, Nigeria must defend it, and it is the high time and the right time that everybody have their separate ways, so that we can be able to call some incessant greetings in the name of killings in the name of greeting.
Content. Come to northern Nigeria. Northern region of the country called Nigeria is occupied mostly by brainwashed Fulani pigs. They are a particular people that only knows mosque, Quran, Muhammad, mosque, Quran, Muhammad, mosque, Quran, Muhammad. They don't know any other thing again. They believe that these three finish. Do you see A, B, C, D? They don't know. Do you see Western civilization as in hip hop, lyrics, praises and worship in English, rhythm? They don't know. They don't know. A Fulani man cannot just stand up now and sing for you lyrics. No. No, there's no unless, there's no bottle. Because when you talk about good lyrics that can calm down your heart, it is when you are singing praises to God or worship. Fulani man cannot do it. A Fulani man cannot just come out now and say, I'm from a Fulani extraction. No. My girl, my daughter has written her jam 400 or 380. Now lie. They turn their back on schooling, education. They turn their back on Western civilization. They turn their back on what is trending all around the world. What Fulani man knows is Sheikh, Musa, Shehu, Emir, Alpha, Imam, Quran, Mosque. That thing they have on their hand, that's a bead they use for prayer. Biafra nation has actually organized itself well all around in and out of United States of America, at least buying or building many establishments like, offshore office. Then you have embassy or high commissions. These are mechanisms that are down already to help Biafra when the actually emancipation or referendum comes or is conducted. So which is why we have many outlets now as embassy in New York, in Washington, in California, and so on and so forth. In other states of the United States of America, Biafrans, they are there doing their best to make sure that we put offices down in those states. So, but the Fulani man, his knowledge is limited to rearing cattle, rigging election, slewing and buying, killing, unaliving Hausa farmers, Igbo farmers, Yoruba farmers, Benue Lantak farmers, farmers in southern Kaduna, everywhere in Taraba. They don't have what it takes to educate or give you information. The information is limited to Quran, Allah and Muhammad. That's why when they ask such question, I was like myself, what does these people mean? Does it mean that someone will not fight for his own freedom? Does it mean as I'm a Christian, I won't just distance myself from Islamic community, Muslim communities? I have nothing in common with them. We don't share the same God's idea, divine idea. My own idea is Abrahamic, and Christianity is my own. You say what?
It's not a country. Biafra is not a country.
Biafra is a country on its own. See, they said, listen, Chunowachebe or Cyprian Ekwense or Wole Soyinka wrote, there was a country. There was a country that existed. It's a book. And I will not be that foolish enough not to recognize or read that book. From 1967, 30th May, 1967 to 1970, there was a country. I will be the last person not to know actually that there was a country. Come what may. There was a country. Why must you be telling me, say, Biafra is not yet a country? When actually I know that Biafra existed as a country. Don't you know that Biafra had their international airport at Uli? Biafra had their central bank, Unoli. Biafra has everything in Enugu before Enugu fall in falling of Enugu in 1967. Biafra has everything, don't you know? Department of Logistics, Sinu Achebe was the head. The science and technology where we manufacture our weapon. Many of them in Igbo land were the technorats used to manufacture all this Obunigwe, that big Ojuku port bomb. There was a country. We had our currency better, neat, and stronger than British pounds. What are you telling me? There was a complete country in the past. From 1967 to 1970, a country called Biafra actually existed. And we did well. Nigeria wouldn't have conquered Biafra. No conqueror. Nobody was a victim. I don't understand. And it's because we actually proved that we are more than Nigeria. Nigeria was assisted by Egypt. Nigeria was assisted by Cameroon, Chad. Nigeria was assisted by Britain and Russia. Do your own feasibility study well and find out that actually, if not that Britain sponsored the military clique led by Colonel Gowan, Biafra, we are flying. We are flying, excelling, man, in victory. I'm telling you, we were excelling. Nigeria wasn't better than us. We did well. Many Igbos enjoyed Biafra regime. Interview them, they will tell you. Biafra was better. Though you have many enmities and adversities. Even Awolowo contributed to the woes, the agony of the Biafran people. When he actually suggested food blockade at the exits of Cameroon, Bight of Guinea. Now see, chef, international water from where food is coming in. Awolowo say block it so that hunger will kill them. And where is Awolowo today? Very wicked man. Listen and listen good. Biafra is still alive, living. Awolowo is dead. That is life for you.
Okay, so you feel that the US government should not, mind what these Fulani are trying to propose as regards, wanting to, cut short at the Biafra embassy.
America project. Will never listen to Arabic ideology. America is the last country that will do stupid thing. Donald Trump, originally is a white Jew from Germany. I don't see Donald Trump as a foolish man or nobody, no. Donald Trump is an intellectual giant. Listen and listen good. Join the whole Fulani race together. Donald Trump is an intellect more than them. Join the whole money they made, their experience in politics, everything. Donald Trump has upper hand over all of them. Donald Trump will be the last person today that will listen to what the Fulanis are saying. Actually, the Fulanis are so barbaric, cruel, wicked, that they could not even help themselves. They are helpless people. The whole money they are stealing from Nigerians' coffer, public coffer, the Fulanis could not erect even a single institution in the north to educate their youth. These are people that are bent on building mosques all over northern Nigeria, confusing people that Islam is the best religion. That's all. Whether you don't produce food, whether you don't have production company, you don't go to farm and farm, worship and sleep in the mosque. Final. What an ideology that is meant for the people of the dark ages, the medieval ages of Europe, when there was no light. Archaic people. The Fulanis are archaic people with a archaic ideology. Archaism is the problem that Gumi, El-Rufai, and the rest of them in the north are having today. That actually made them to abandon the light and face the darkness. Nigeria is drifting backward, going down to the abyss. These archaic crops of people in the north. They don't want to know. The children of the low, the less privileged, are dying, suffering, while their children are all dying and, schooling in various countries of Europe. What a bloody race or tribe the Fulanis are. They have actually deviated from light. They don't want the light. All they suggest in their life to profile solution, they will contact the powers of darkness. I don't want to know what anybody thinks. Quran can never establish industrialization for you. You are God that you are slaying, killing people, slitting people's throats for your God. If actually he will do you favor, he would have come and told you since. He would have told you since that this thing you are doing is not good. My God, if I'm doing wrong thing, I know he will administer to me. There are many ways he's going to do that to stop doing the wrong thing. But you dying, praying 260,000 times every day, could not have the heart of humanity. Or that the Fulanis are out of faith. The Islam introduced into the world by the Arab. The Arabians, they are following the Islam with harmony and the serenity. But today you see Fulani, they turn Islam into paganism. The Fulani man should be checked right now. Their excesses, they should put them on hold. Because when it escalates into absolute psychophancy, many African nations are going to at least be hurt. Even Europe is not left out. Because when it happens in Africa, you will see the whole refugee exuding into European countries. But Europe, due to too much chop, Europe could not do anything now until these pigs conquer the whole Africa. And Africa will be exuding into Europe. And tell me how the economy of that region will sustain Africans. Fulani man is a bloody man. They should be checked and examined now until it is too late.
Okay. What do you think that the Nigerian government, do you think there will be panic as regards the opening of this embassy in the US? Do you think that there will be panic?
Why shouldn't they panic? A country that is yet to be is doing well, better than Nigeria. By the way, is Nigeria a country? Who and who united? We are not united in Nigeria now. Nigerian country are talking about some persons use sword and gun, seize Nigeria. They seize power. How many years ago? Yoruba will be president, Fulani will be president, Yoruba will be president, Fulani will be president. Who and who are united? We are not united now. What are you telling me? And why shouldn't they panic? They are not panicking because because Biafra has actually gotten their own foothold in America. And you should know that number one country in the world is America. And when you talk about the Jews, the state of Israel, they are talking about the tribe of Manasseh. The tribe of Manasseh is in control of America. So the country that is number one in the world is America, and we are having our embassies there. And there's nothing the Fulani Janjaweeds could do about it. It is too late. Fulani has actually succeeded on destabilizing Nigeria. And I'm telling you that we are not one here. Igbo man could no longer endure it. What has been going on and